Okay guys, I'm back and I've made 12 chests, couple ladders. Go ahead and grab stone out of here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go ahead and build a place for you to put your loot as it's collecting. So the first thing I need to do is get rid of this water source. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up this plate right here. And I'm going to put a chest right there. And I'm going to put a dirt there. Actually, go ahead and put a stone there. If I can scroll to it correctly. And we'll put a stone there. Alright, now what you can do is take the pressure plate and click on the stone, not the chest. If you click on the chest, it's just going to open it. But if you click on the stone, it'll put the pressure plate down on top of the chest. And the chest is still able to be opened. So now I can go ahead and put my water source back in the corner. And let's see, glass. Okay, so now every time I come over here and loot, all I have to do is click there and I can put all my stuff in the chest. Now that's only one chest, so every once in a while that chest will get full. So what I like to do is come over here over this gap that I made, and let's see, dig 3 down. So that's the top world, that's the ground floor, and then this would be under the ground. Okay, and dig back up here. Alright, so as you can see, the reason I put the stone earlier was so that it would cover this part up. It all looks like stone. And I'm going to go this way a little bit and put a torch down. Okay, so my chest is somewhere up there, and I'm going to dig until I find it. There it is. Okay, and what I'm going to do is put 2 chests below it. I'm also going to dig out these corners. And I'm going to put a chest here. And a chest here. Same thing on the other side. Okay, and the way that this little area works is whenever this chest above ground starts getting full with your monster items, you can come down here, you're able to click on it from the bottom, and then you have 5 chests. You can have bones and arrows from skeletons, you can have gunpowder from creepers, feathers from zombies, and string from spiders. So you've got plenty of chests here. Now on top of this, I also prefer to go ahead and dig out the ground floor here, because especially with all this dirt this close to the surface, you're going to get lots of animals spawning, and rather than having them spawn in here, if I do that, now they won't spawn. Okay, and then on one side I'm going to go ahead and put ladders, and I put it up against that wall. However, the object is, all you have to do is walk up against that, and the ladders behind you will help you climb up. And if you need to go down, you can go to the other side and just drop down. Now, something else that's interesting about this design, unfortunately I can't show you it in action right now because I don't have any redstone. But if you were to put redstone torches in those 2 locations, the bottom one would turn the top one off. And same thing here. Okay, so right now these top ones would be off if it's a redstone torch. And if you drop down stairs, now again the same way with the pressure plate, if you click here with a redstone dust, it will land on the chest. And click here, it will land on the chest. So you'll have a line going from that brick to that brick. And what this causes to happen is when you step on the pressure plate above this chest, it will activate this redstone across this chest, which will hit that block and that block. And then if we go back upstairs, that will turn off that redstone torch, and it will turn off that redstone torch. And then because those two are off, these two will turn on. And so it's basically like a little signal. You can be way over here, and when you look at your monster grinder, if you see that the two redstone torches are on, you know that there is something on this platform. I will go ahead and update this with actual redstone in one of my later videos whenever I actually have some. But for now, I'm just going to leave it with torches and put a torch here and here so that we don't have any mob spawns. So hopefully you guys like this. Again, it's very simple, very effective. I'll go ahead and start it up. I'll remove all the torches from our spawning pod and our spawning pads, and we'll see this in action. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, we've got our first mob coming up, and it's a spider. And as you can see, it shifts them over into the other mob elevator, and then they enter the fully filled water chamber. Eventually this suffocates them and drowns them, and their items will drop down into this pool below. Now, if you have slow mob spawn rates, more than likely it's because you have like a whole bunch of caves around that have mobs in them, and there is a limit as to how many there can be, how many mobs can be active at any one time. So what you want to do is go around filling any caves with light so that monsters can't spawn in the cave, and that would only leave your spawning pads for the monsters to spawn in. So I will probably do that off camera unless people request that I actually go, spelunking on camera. Here we go, we're getting a couple more mobs, taller mobs, same thing, they climb up, they drowned. And when they drown, if you watch, he dropped nothing. But if you watch, their items drop into this little area, and then the water pushes them down onto the platform. And there we go. And then so all you have to do is walk up to this little platform and collect everything. And then anything you're not using in the current time, you can simply just deposit into the chest. And then when the chest gets full, you can go downstairs and put it into larger chests. So I hope you guys enjoy, and my next episode I actually plan on doing something with the mining shaft that's in the back, and I think you guys will like it. If you guys enjoyed the floating bed and thought that that was a really cool trick, I actually have the fastest way down and the fastest way up coming up in my next video. So definitely stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in a couple days.